Hello everybody, welcome to my kitchen. Today we are going to make some herbal vinegars. Now, you can take these straight before eating to optimize digestion. You can make fun drinks with them. You can use them in salad dressings, many applications, and they are fantastic at extracting the vitamins and minerals from plants, the essence, some of the essential oils. They are super tasty and an amazing way to preserve the plants in the summer when you're having an excess or an abundance of them, and to keep them for the fall and the winter and get some of those good vitamins and minerals and taste, and just have that like summer essence when it's cold and dark and you really need it. So I harvested a bunch of, let me scooch this out of the way, a bunch of plants from my garden this morning. And as I prepare them, I'm just gonna talk you through why I chose the plants that I chose. All right, so first of all, I have some lemon balm here. So see how it's starting to flower? So I want to make sure to pick that before it fully flowers and goes to seed, so that all of the energy can stay in the leaves and I can keep harvesting. So this flavor, it is obviously lemony, it is bright. Now my intention for this vinegar is lots of vitamins and minerals, but also I want like a super immune system booster. I want like super healthy. And notice I'm just pulling them off and putting them in. These are really teeny leaves. If you want, like for some of the bigger leaves, let me show you here. If you want to chop a little bit, just get some more of that surface area in there, feel free to do so. But the benefit of making medicinal vinegars is you can just tear them off, super easy, no heat required, a really quick medicinal preparation. So I've got kind of like a little fruity, uplifting. Lemon balm is like a top note here if we're gonna go for a flavor blend. All right, so I'm just chopping those a little bit. I'll come back around if I decide I need more. Then I have some dandy leaves. Again, super vitamin and mineral, excellent detox, but really vitamin and mineral content we want. Large leaves, and they're a little bit wet, so I'm just gonna dry them off. Where's my rag? We wanna avoid, especially as we're using fresh herbs, we wanna avoid getting a lot of water in the vinegar. Just, you know, minimizing mold here. So I'm just gonna give these a super rough chop. This is gonna add a little bit of bitterness. So we've got a little bit of brightness from the lemon balm. We've got bitterness. I am gonna add some plantain just because it is so good for you. Again, good vitamins and minerals, and I'm just thoroughly obsessed with plantain right now. Okay, then obviously we have some of our nettles, our lovely nettles that we've been working with a lot lately. Detox, vitamins and minerals, allergy. My allergies tend to hit in the fall, so taking nettles toward the end of the summer will really help that. You can use gloves if you would like, if you don't want any stings. I'm just so used to working with nettles that it probably stings me, but I don't even notice it anymore. So just giving these a super rough chop, and I'm just putting them in the jar. Look at how good that looks. All right, a few more nettles here. And again, all of these so far, so the dandelion's a little bitter. The nettles are gonna add a really earthy flavor. Okay, so let's see, what else is in here? All right. Echinacea flowers. So again, if I'm thinking into summer, fall, I want to start preparing my body for that season. So I'm just gonna take this. Look how cool that looks. Look at that. So cool. I'm gonna chop it in quarters. Again, just roughly stick it in the jar. This is a super easy preparation. I've got a couple of these to do. So chop, that one was smaller, so I'll chop it in half. This one's a bit bigger. Yeah, the cool thing about herbs too, when you're picking them straight from your garden or your neighbor's garden, is just to stop for a second and look just at the brilliance of these plants. They're really helpful in calling in presence and being so grateful for the things that we have that grow for free right outside. All right, then some other flowers. I have some Echinacea flowers. Look at that. So these are fantastic for cold and flu as well. So I'm just going to give these a rough chop. Notice when you take away, I'll show you, the green part, they kind of fall apart like that. So beautiful. And it's really nice to see all of the different colors in there too. So these are good for sore throats, chest, expectorants. So I'm going to put some of that in there. All right, a couple more and we're almost finished. Oh, look at that. Look at these. Isn't that crazy? Bee balm. So I'm just gonna do, again, super rough chop with some of the flowers and some of the leaves. Bee balm, amazing. It's got like a very sagey, earthy thyme smell to it. Similar properties. Let's see, where are a couple other, I got this, let me get this out. Fantastic for boosting immunity, helping with coughs. Ooh, a lot of little bugs in that one. That's all right. Shuffle it in. Sore throats. All right. And then the last plant I have here, look at how pretty that is. My oregano is flowering. So I'm just going to pull this off and pull the flowers off. They don't hold as much medicine as the leaves, but they're gorgeous and they are still medicinal. So I'm going to throw that in. I am a sucker for rounding out, balancing the flavors, balancing the colors. There's just something so neat. I'm going to add a little bit more lemon balm in here since the bee balm, the oregano are very like earthy and grounding. Lemon balm's a little bit higher. Oh, and then finally, I think I have another piece in here somewhere too. Maybe not, maybe just this one. Oh, here it is. My Tulsi, holy basil. So I'm gonna harvest it before it goes to flower so it'll keep producing and get bushier instead of leggier. This is another top note. It's sweet, it's a little bit spicy. I'm gonna give this a rough chop and it is going to add the most delicious flavor and scent to this. A little bit goes a long way with holy basil and Tulsi. All right, jar's pretty full. Look at those colors. Look at all of that. I always say this, but I'm like, you know this is good for you. So look at how easy this is. Take your jar. Now, raw, organic apple cider vinegar. Get that good bacteria in there. It's got the mother, it's live. So good for you. Cover. There you go. That's it. That's how easy it is to preserve these amazing plants for the cold months. Now, when you cover this, two options. My go-to, I just get a plastic lid, put it on top. My nose is itching, excuse me. You don't want metal because the vinegar will corrode the metal. We don't want any of that. So if all you have is a metal lid, totally fine. Put a piece of parchment paper underneath. Yeah, and let it go. If you want to give it a little shake, you can. But that's it, y'all. The vinegar will extract all of the medicinal, not all, a lot of the medicinal properties, the essential oils, the smells, the flavors, the benefits. Amazing, amazing way to preserve your harvest right now, the abundance that is upon us, and save it for those warm winter, to warm you in the cold winter months, or to make a very refreshing drink now. So I'm gonna put this somewhere where I can see it, probably in my cabinet. I'm gonna shake it a couple times a week and I'll let it infuse for a month. After a month, so take a look at this one. This one I've had infusing for a while. This one was just Nettles and Dandelion. I was going super mineral rich here. So you can see how the difference, look at the difference, how a lot of the color has been extracted out. You can tell this is when the plants are ready. See if I can open this. Oh my goodness. Sometimes they get really stuck on there. All right, I'm gonna try it with this, and if it doesn't work, no, it's stuck on there. We're just gonna move on. What I was gonna show you, fresh mason jar, little strainer, strain them off, and then you have your amazing infused vinegar to use in salad dressings. You can add them to like rice or quinoa or grain dishes. You can use it, you know, when you're making bone broth, you need to put in something acidic in there to help like break down the bones and extract the vitamins and minerals. So that would be amazing for that. You can combine it with a little bit of honey and make an oxymel or like a shrub type drink for a summer adult beverage, or you can just add some sparkling water for like a refreshing beverage. It's really nice to take before meals, help your digestion to get going, and lots of other applications. So have fun making vinegars. Let me know what you think. It is super easy. You really can't mess this method up. Look at how gorgeous that is. Have fun.